Hello folks and welcome back to IXION and the Crook sector. The Crook sector? The Crook system. Welcome back to the Crook system, where we found the ruins of the Tenemenki. We're basically going through examining all this nonsense. There's an industrial zone wreckage over there, there's Crook P38 over there, Crook P42 over there, potential places for colonization. We gotta send the Thalis to have a look. I doubt that's gonna be potential for colonization. That looks like it's way too outside the livable zone. Then again, so was the last time. Got industrial wreckage over here, planet over here, reactor wreckage over here, a bunch of wreckages over here. This storm is over half the system, which is problematic. Quite. How's our research coming along? Research? We have no research at the moment, we're just stockpiling at the moment. We're just stockpiling. We got the health center, we need somewhere to build that. Our missions at the moment are to find a countermeasure for the attacks of the Pyrenees. We know where it is, but we have no weapons. So we gotta find a way to have weapons and build enough batteries so at least 4 sectors have the power to last for 5 cycles. We need to open one more sector somewhere. We need to have 200 cryonic pods, 20 food production buildings, of which we've got 12. Which means it is counting that one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's not count. I don't think it's counting that specific building over there. It's counting these 3 and those 9. Because if it wasn't counting that and it was counting this instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is definitely not counting the mess halls or counting the base business. It is counting this massive one over here. We have to keep our mushroom walls off for 40 days. Open the pods. Stockpile the ice. That's going to happen naturally over time because we have ice here. We have plentiful ice to stockpile. We have so much ice to stockpile. Holy moly. That's fine. Good. Anyway, the time pass. Because right now, we're moving the we're doing science stuff at the moment. There's some pods over here. There's some food over here. We've not had any food collection in ages. That's true, we've not had food collection in a very long time.
A science ship has arrived.
What have you got here? Scans have detected a large quantities of steel around what appears to be wreckage of the Tenemenki's industrial zone.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
We are paused, right? Okay, we are paused. Let's deal with this first. We have arrived at the ruined industrial zone. The view is intriguing. In addition to the large general debris and bodies that float everywhere, there are large piles of previously molten metal that are solidified when the area was exposed to the vacuum of space. The zone has been ripped open and much of the interior appears to have been blown away. The structural tear extends into a storage area full of suspended yellow particles. Explore the industrial zone flat out. And that's what do we have here? Administrator. Inconsistencies were detected with the crew's members' DLS records. After reviewing the data, I have found the crew member is actually a dog. A bourgeois to be exact. I have not discovered how it came to be on board. I said that could be okay. Its mere presence violates several health protocols. I will say that it does seem to be extremely beneficial to morale. A decision must be made concerning the animal's fate. Officially recognize the dog as a member of the crew. We're going to keep the dog around. I'm not going to disrespect the dog. We have +1 permanent stability because everywhere? +1 permanent stability because of the dog. Very, very nice. Right. We were thinking about opening a second iron, weren't we? A second iron. A second steel mill as a potential option. We definitely have the workers for it, don't we? You got the workers for it. So opening a second steel mill here is an option. I want to move these 2 over here, I think. So I'm going to build a small stockpile here. That's a workshop, isn't it? That is a workshop. I'll build a small workshop here. That workshop is there to give us the industry specialization, I believe. Which means I haven't got it. Okay. Over there. Let me disable. Let me destroy this for the time being. Since we don't have the specialization, I'm not going to worry about keeping that intact. That's going to be waste. That's going to be torn apart.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Good. Let's build here a second. Where are you? Factories. Give me a second steel mill, please. Do you have power for this? Yeah, we've got plenty of power for this. A second steel mill, please.
A science ship team has completed a task.
The industrial zone itself is devastated. Both the factory machinery and crew were covered by flying molten metal as depressurization occurred. As the metal solidified, grisly monuments were created. Sometimes all that remains of a body is a cracked metal shell. Cryopods were found in this area have either been covered by steel or compromised. Our team was able to gather some information about the Tenmanki's production methods. Investigate the storage area. Please. Let's get that built up. One thing I was thinking about also is increasing the size of the food storage here. Can I make a big food storage here? Is that possible? We definitely have the workers here. This place has got so much worker spare. This is a joke. So build maintenance. A medium stock. Ah, damn, it's slightly too. Ah, bloody hell. Let's be honest here. We could use one. We could use one for. That's the dominant quarter. Hang on. Right. Population. We have let's build a demotic quarter over here. Then we'll shove these people over here. Once people are there, we'll have space to expand the food supplies here. The space for food stuff. And we need to start spreading food around. Been built. As will be built as soon as it can be. Yeah, it's going to get built now, which is good. We want that. Come on, build that baby. Go on, build it. Build it. Once we build this, we'll tear this one down. Once we've torn this one down.
A science ship team has completed a task.
The storage area seems to have been the battleground for a large violent clash. Workers attempted to repel an invader using small firearms and improvised weaponry. Apart from the cutting laser marks across bodies and containers, there is no evidence that identifies the invader. The large majority of the storage area seems to have been emptied, but after some searching, the Thales team located a number of intact cryopods and resource containers. Everything has been prepared for extraction. And the yellow particles, please? Hang on, let's do this real fast. Probes? Not probes. Fleet. Okay. So we have... Pause. We have actual resources to be bringing back right now. We have iron. We have plenty of iron. So... those will be secondary. Bring me back. Guaranteed. That... and that, please. Bring me back those. Those are guaranteed right now. In fact, I'm actually going to turn off that for the moment because we have plenty on board. We have plentiful on board. Bring me back specifically the alloy and the electronics, please. In the meantime, you're finding out where those yellow particles are. Right, that built. 36 now specialized in industry rank 1. Good. Which means I can tear you apart. You will now move into there. Which is going to give me the space, hopefully. One can but hope. To expand this a little bit this way. That is the hope of all things. Well, that's... Although that's a bit of a pain. We need storage space for more alloy. I have too much alloy in the world. To the point that I actually need to start turning alloy to other things. Bloody hell. Okay, hang on, give me this. Technology tree. We have plenty of science at the moment. Belleville. That's what, 20% more resources. Get that built, please. Just so we have places to, so things are no longer as full as they used to be. Right now we have so much alloy, it's choking us. Which is a problem. It is definitely a problem. At the same time, while that's happening, temporarily remove Sector 2 from the alloy listings, simply because we use that stuff isn't going to get put over there, that stuff can go over there. It'll take a while, but it can get it used. So space is now full. These now carry 360 units, which is going to help. How does that increase our resource management problems? That's fine.
A science ship team has completed a task.
It's 10 each, but it's nothing huge. Look at the farming over there, bloody hellfire. Science 15, what do you got there, Freddy? The team have followed the trail of yellow particles through the vacuum tunnel section of the Tanemeki wreckage. It appears to have been at least partially spared from the destruction we have seen elsewhere. The particles come from the crushed and damaged flowers of yellow squash. The bed of these frozen plants surrounds a large bronze sculpture, a depiction of Earth, crowned with laurels. Many messages have been left near the sculpture, railing against the perceived enemies of humanity, Dolos and the Ashtangites. A plaque at the base reads, "Against the cynicism that kills hope, against the madness which precipitates hell, to perpetuate the genius of humanity in the memory of our life on Earth." There's a compartment beneath the plaque in which a sealed time capsule was found. It seems possible it could be opened. Open the time capsule. Of course open the time capsule. Come on, get that stuff emptied out. I want to put a large... There's not going to be the time for that, is there? Blast it all. There's no space for this crap here. Think, Nemo, think. Think, Nemo, think. Slightly too big. Yeah. Blast it all. Oh, annoyances. Build me. Okay, how about it there? So that's 3 wide, isn't it? That could fit over there. Build. The infirmary here, please. That'll give the space we need to turn that apart as well. Because once that's built, we can take this one down. Everything's okay over here. That's full over there.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Inside the capsule were toys and other everyday items. Several objects were of unknown purpose. There was a packet of newspaper clippings that revealed some of what happened after the Tiqqun first entered self-similar space. There was a total collapse of Earth's ecosystems, accelerated by the moon's destruction. In response, the United Nations installed a totalitarian government of planetary surveillance to protect the population from eco-terrorists and the continuous waves of pandemics. They prioritized corporate practices that supported the environment and its preservation. Individual responsibility seems to have become paramount. Numerous legal ramifications were implemented to counter any further acceleration of ecosystem destruction. In this time of crisis and guided by the government, society seems to have turned on politicians, extremists, immigrants, and conspiracy theorists. One after the other, they portrayed them as possible scapegoats, holding them responsible for 250 years of industrialization, market disruption, superficial societal practice, moral decay, and hyper-consumerism. The Tanemeki was to be the great arc, the global project that would have saved humanity. Only those deemed well-behaved in the eyes of the government would be allowed on board. The Ashtangites, fanaticists of mysticism and proponents of genetic manipulation were left behind on Earth with the deviants and dissidents. Self-cleaning lubricants, upgrades for the waste treatment center. Got that, let's get all the science out of that. Right now, let's see what that is. Waste treatment center. Self-cleaning lubricants reduces the power cost of that by 5. Deoxidized contact steel mill. That reduces the power cost. The power cost of the steel mill isn't the important thing, it really isn't. Although it would help for we have to do enough power for it to last long enough, right, don't we? We need enough power for things to last that long. On a certain level, therefore, power will be required. Let it grab as much science as it can. It's going to build that. Once that's built, we'll take this down. Workshop's been disabled in Sector 6.
A ship has been destroyed by a space weather event.
Wait, what? What? Oh, it's coming in. That storm is definitely spreading. It's coming through the sector. Okay, we're gonna have to brace for this then. We lost the spaceship. Bugger it. You need repair work. Okay. We lost a cargo ship. Let's build a new one then. And look at the science. Any science we want more likely to endure dangerous weather conditions. Dangerous weather conditions. This is going to be an unpleasant moment, isn't it? Okay. Ship down. Let's take these down. No, let's not turn off. Actually destroy. Dismantle. Because now... Yeah, I can't do much more here, can I? Because if I wanted to build a medium stockpile here, I would need a place to put... Oh, I could put them here. Oh, I could put... Wow. No, that does solve our problem. I thought this was only going to be 3 alone. No, that's fine. We can do that there. Build that there. And I can go straight into being food immediately. Tier 2 battery unlocked. These are big, chunky things, though. These are big, chunky things. Each place needs 4 sectors, so it's actually currently irrelevant. Can we... Let's research kinetic compensation jacks to hull from impacts might be relevant now. Are you done yet? You are now. Okay. Science. Reactor wreckage go. That storm is coming. Hopefully it'll blow through eventually, maybe, but we're gonna be in it for a while, which is gonna cause problems. It is definitely gonna cause me. It's definitely gonna cause me grief. Are you building that? Okay, we're building that thing now.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
What do we got here? Science reactor wreckage. Our sensors have located a section of the Tamanki drifting in space. First reports indicate that this wreckage was once the ship's engine room and reactors. We have arrived at the site. Only 2 of the Tamanki's massive reactors remain. Initial reconnaissance revealed 3 places of interest: the thrusters, the engine room, and the engine supervision area. Thrusters, please. Is this thing moving in chunks, or is this thing moving, like, smoothly? Yeah, there's a problem, because these things are definitely causing issues. Are you done yet? You are done. Your rule... We picked up that and that, which is good. So we don't need... Oh, we need food, but food isn't the problem right now. Bring in the iron. Bring in the iron. Your job to bring in the iron, please. Right. A lot of food is being picked up over here and being shuffled and being dragged over here.
A ship has been destroyed by a space weather event.
Again? We just got you. Hang on. Let's do this then. Avoid everything in here. For the time being, if it's in a storm, avoid it. If it's in a storm, get rid of it and avoid it, please. Can I tell my ships to like all come on board? Is that feasible? There's something important here. I want to keep an eye on things.
A science ship team has
The
completed a
Tenamanki
task.
seemed capable of achieving two different types of propulsion. The intra-system mode of propulsion has many similarities to the DOLOS EKP. Cross-referencing mission data reveals a number of matches to the encounter near Saturn during the Tiqqun's initial test phase. The inter-system propulsion covers many of the basic operations of the Vol engine. Our team has noted the remains of the numerous accreditation areas. Access to and knowledge of the propulsion modes seems to have been strictly regulated. The two reactors were damaged at the same time as the larger superstructure, and our analysis revealed traces of gluon particles. Inspect the engine room. How much iron we got here? Like, it'll be the moment where at some point we'll just tell everyone to come back, and we'll have to basically hunker down for a bit.
Has been lost due to space weapons.
We can't even send probe. Is it our do we have is probe tech?
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Improve our eco probes, pre-assemble components. Nope. Even then, at some point we're gonna have to basically hunker down and wait for the storm to pass, which is unfortunate, to say the least. Let's return you to the fold, shall we? No, just stay there. Alloy, just keep it normal. Okay. Iron's coming in. Alloy. We're chock full of alloy right now. Okay, what else can we do here? So we got the Tiqqun hull. EKP engines, make it go fast to the workshop. Help with repairs. Docking bay. Can store more resources. The gateways. Structural repurposing. That's Solar panels, thermal regulation. Aha! Adjustable orientation, which requires height recovery, which requires thermal regulation. So basically increase production, then straight into sub. Okay, we have a list of things to be doing here. It's going to cost me a lot of powers, but we need to get self-cleaning systems. Because the storm is going to get here soon.
A science ship team has completed a task.
The Tenamanki's engines were not supported by a PA or even basic AI. Instead, crew members were constantly monitoring, adjusting, and repairing the engines and their thrusters. The living conditions were extremely precarious, and it would seem many of them are either prisoners or rejects from the population on board the Tenamanki. Traces of writing were found within some dormitory cells referring to genetic Conatus and the Ashtangites. There are records of several serious breakdowns before the final explosion. Crew members would work waist deep in coolant, some dying while performing their tasks within the toxic substance. Those who refused were executed by their superiors. Okay, we can keep an eye on what the hell's going on over here. That storm is definitely scary stuff. Everything in the storm is verboten. Some relation techniques have been unlocked, so let's keep our solar panel tech going. Heat recovery. We have 100 tech points waiting for us there. 45. We have 120 worth of research to do here. We have 23 of this at the moment, and about 100 there. So we have enough science once this is done. That is not a problem. I can't move the Tenamanki any further back, unfortunately, because there's nothing to move to. I guess I could move to the industrial zone wreckage. But these are the corpse clouds, I think.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Uh-oh. The engine supervision area was mainly occupied by those of rank.
A new request awaits your attention.
Some had time to enter cryopods before the apparent depressurization of the area. Analysis of remaining computer infrastructure indicates that their directors were merciless towards the engine room workers. They treated them as expendable outcasts. There are traces throughout the entire supervisory district of hacking attempts. All ships' computers dedicated to their engines and reactors were compromised, preventing the Tenamanki from maneuvering and causing power failures throughout the superstructure. The DOLOS team has managed to extract remnants of the computer protocols that were used to do this. These fragments of code point to an author, the BMS. Relevant data has been sent to the Tiqqun's tech lab for more detailed analysis. Why have you sent hacking data? Oh, for God's sake. Okay, grab all that science, please. Meanwhile, right, they've moved forward. Bloody hell. That's now too far. That's now bad. That's now bad. That's now bad. All that's now banned. Which means you have no actual iron at the moment, do we? I mean, we have plenty of iron, so I'm not concerned about that. Just making sure that... Okay, so that stuff is now all out. Okay, so we are in fact doing... I'm going to move the Tiqqun. Just because... This is scaring the bejesus out of me. Get it. Nope, stop that. That's also... No, that's avoided. Avoid all that, thank you very much. Heat recovery has been unlocked. We are going to have to go through the storm. I know we are. I'm just basically trying to make this take as long as possible. Additional panel orientation. I'm trying to give myself as much time as possible before that happens. Do I want to be moving throughout the storm?
Caution. Entering debris field.
Yeah, we were before anyway, so it's not a problem. Okay, we're now in the industrial zone wreckage. Adjustable panel orientation. Last one, I think, which is the self-cleaning systems. Destruction chance for dangerous weather conditions is reduced by 50% for the solar panels. Good. Get that online. So, industrial specialization is the Marduk. We can get that for 35. Cult of the Vital Impulse is food for 35. Bound by the Lunaclism is population for 35. Don't know about that one. We'll see how it goes in the long run. Actually, you build that now. Get it built. You're going to switch to electronics for the time being. And as we're building the train station here as well. It's over there, it's over there, so that's over there. Food, plentiful food storage. And food storage again is pretty good. Oh, that's these can go online again. Accidents happen, sure, but now we have self-cleaning technology, so our solar panels will be better off. Not perfect, they will be better off. Workshop. Help mechs repair faster, please. I think that might be a problem coming forward. We have a fire station as well. I'm tempted. Risk foresight. Foresight? Let's do that as well. Let's do a bunch of this stuff. Right now we have a thing. Science, there we go. Administrator. We now have data to analyze the Perils' hacking protocols. The associated research project can be launched in the tech lab. This should only allow us to set up computer protection systems to reduce the impact of any digital attacks. The hacking threat analysis upgrade for the Perils have been unlocked. Hacking threat analysis. Provides digital warning of digital attacks. Okay. That can come along later, but that's the last... One more thing to be unlocked here. That's probably the weapons. That's defenses, that's the weapons. Okay. All the reactor wreckage stuff has been saved. Alice, there's all this Kruk P42 right over there, so... Is it eligible for colonization testing? Is it? Let's find out. We have 60 colonists, don't we? How many do we need here? I wonder. Are we full in water? I feel the need to have more water on board. Is there a way to get more water on board? Yes, there is. It's going to be a mess because I want to replace these two with one tier 2 water thing. So I'm going to say, give me a medium stockpile here, briefly, of water. And you have nothing inside you whatsoever. And you have nothing inside you whatsoever as well. Let's shuffle you across there.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Okay, it's sciencing. Science away, please. Crook P-52. The polymer refiner has been disabled. We weren't even using you, were we? We weren't even using you. I can't disable you now, but we should actually turn you off. Right. So we need 90 colonists. Okay, that's fine. We need 90 colonists. You'll plan to return later. Can we make 90 colonists really quickly? We have enough non-workers here. We can research, however, a bunch of ones. We can do what? 50 non-colonists at once. 200 non-colonists at once. Definitely indications of some interestingness over here. We just need to do that at least. Do that right now. The ordering scientists, what's happening over here? You lot, head back here. Right now, let's think about returning home. Let's go back into space. Let's have an idea what's happening over here. They're not going to be returning back because everything here is beyond the pale. Avoid all that nonsense. We haven't got any iron to grab at the moment. Actually, there's a lie. There's a little bit of iron to grab here. So, no, don't go back to Tiqqun. Just give me fleet-wise. Pick up iron. While you two pick up iron. No, you can't pick up iron because you're not going to the right place. Pick iron up iron. You pick up the water. You two mine what you can, I guess. Mine what you can. There's no. At the moment, just mine whatever's closest. Right. Risk foresight. It's going to give us colonization tech. It's going to take a while. So let's just start training. Don't train automatic. God no. Give me 2 sets of colonists, please. Right, anyway, folks, I'm going to call it there for now. The storm is advancing. But it does seem to be going through the system, at least. So maybe we'll get out of it on the other side at some point soon. We're just basically having to deal with this when it comes. I'll catch you all next time, folks. See you then. Bye-bye.